3, 2, 1. Sometimes I don't even cut out that first part.
Fuck it.
Ed Raphael Babayova, Alex Vega, the
What
Intellectual
up?
Dopes podcast. You feel me? We come at you with knowledge, fun information, good memories, good times, high times, and we try and just live our lives to the best abilities we can as humans who live on this earth and are blessed with the abilities to do things we can, such as just walk and go do things and create. Smoke in here. Speaking of which, you know what? We usually don't fucking start off with a hit, but let's fucking start off with a hit.
Let's start off with some
Cheers,
good
my
medicine.
friends.
Cheers, you guys.
Because you know what? I usually wait. We usually wait. Sometimes people wait, but you know what? We want you to know that this is a stoner conversation right here. And not even just, I'm not going to preface it by saying it's a stoner conversation, but we high as fuck.
Oh yeah, I'm already stoned. This is only my second dab and I'm already stoned. If you guys are smoking with us though, let us know in the comments what strain you're smoking up.
Yeah, of course. We
what
smoking
you're smoking out of.
Me personally, we smoking on Ojika Island Loquat from Raw Garden.
And we also got the plug and play, specifically the King Louis.
The greatest color plug and play they have, by the way. This is the best color plug and play they have. I have a red one. I have a purple one. My friend has yellow, white. I even have a black one from the old times. But this is the best colorway they've ever fucking made, bro.
I feel you.
You know what though? Enough about this material shit, Alex. I've had you on a couple times. We've talked about, you know, a bunch of different things. But right now, one of the many things that you do that interest me is you're the healthiest motherfucker I know by a fucking landslide, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, like when I say that, I mean you really take care of what you put into your body and what you do to your body and what you do for your body. And if I had to maybe you probably do 30 times more things than the average human does. Because if I'm being honest, what I do for my body, right? I intermittently fast. I try and cut out a lot of inorganic products, from food to shampoo to fucking everything. I try and make sure it's organic products.
Everything that goes in and on your body.
Yeah, everything that goes in and on my body. I try and just fucking cook at home as much as I can with organic ingredients and grass-fed, meat and stuff like that.
Grass-fed
I
butter.
try and limit as much fried chicken as I eat. As much as I fucking love fried chicken, I try and limit it.
Good
you know what I
man.
mean?
That's good for you.
But you still blow me out the water by a fucking... I work out every day, but you still... And I'd like to think that among my friends and amongst my group of peers, I'm a pretty fucking healthy guy. I'm usually the healthiest guy in the room I walk in, right? Usually. And I'm blowing my horn right there. But fucking Alex, you blow me out the water, bro. Blow out any human I've ever met, health-wise, out the water.
I appreciate that, man, because I've put in the time to understand and learn all of it. So it's just a result of everything that I know.
What do you think is I honestly just want to get right to it. What are a couple of things that you do for the fucking temple that is your body? I know you what do you eat on a day-to-day basis?
Well, like you said, temple of the body. So honestly, I start with before food. So what I mean by that is before you even put food in your body does all the work, right? Your stomach breaks down the food and it absorbs the nutrients. You have to start with kind of some gratitude before you eat your food, because to be healthy, it's not just about the food you put in your body, it's about the mindset you have toward anything in life. Because being healthy isn't just about eating healthy food, it's about being healthy in body, mind, and spirit. So your food, you can make it healthier just by having a little gratitude for it. Meaning, just be grateful for the food you're putting into your body every time before you put it in your body. Believe it or not, it makes a difference. How do I know? Because I'm a living, breathing example of that. Every time I put in food in my body, every time I thank the food before I put it in my body, it just makes the food it adds more quality to the food. I can't explain that, but So that's how I start eating. Long story short, you guys, just say a little
You
gratitude.
should learn, brother. You guys should fucking learn and take fucking notes.
Say
Whatever,
a little
no
gratitude,
matter how weird it sounds.
Say a little gratitude over your plate. Just say, hey, you know, I'm thankful for this food and for the fact that it's going to support my body, continue to sustain my life, because that's what food is doing. It's allowing your body to rebuild, regenerate, recover, and continue to breathe and think and breathe and even be alive. So that's why it's good to say thank you to the food, because the food you're eating was alive once also. Meaning, if you're eating meat, that was a life once also. Now, that life is serving your life. It's going to keep you alive. So say a little thanks to that, you know, be grateful for that food and then eat it. But, so to get back to your question, how do I start? What was your question?
How do you start with having like just great health? Like having just having great health. Like what do you, cuz you view like you view food and what we do for our body and what we do with our bodies as like so differently than I hear anyone ever else talk about it. Like what you put into your body is really like what your body, like how good your body is going to be and how well you do and perform and live and all that. And most people just, they think about food as I want to eat what tastes good and maybe I want to try this new food or my favorite food. But you really go into like, this is energy for my body. What will this do for my body? What will this do to my body? Everything that you do and you eat and you know, this, like where you walk, like all that, you always think, what does this do to my body?
Yes.
And that's a step that I don't even think most people get to in most things in life. With anything, when it comes to what they smoke, when it comes to what they eat, when it comes to like if they stay away from the sun or don't go outside enough.
It's like they're unmindful of what is happening to their physiology when they're indulging in whatever they're indulging
and
in.
You are the most mindful person I've ever met in my life, and you've opened my eyes up to a lot of different things. But like what are a couple of different things you do to maintain very, very good health? When anything, in eating and exercise and how you live.
So like something I do every single day is regulate my breathing. Just breathing through my nose. I literally breathe through my nose all day unless I am having a conversation with someone. Why? Because I learned in books that breathing alone can expand your lifespan by 15 years. So if you're only going to be alive by, let's say, 80 years, if you breathe through your nose majority of your life, you can enhance your lifespan to live up to 95. Believe it or not, science has proven that. Yeah.
Really? The breathing techniques are that important to life?
It's crazy because it's not even a technique. Excuse me. It's not even a technique. It's just the way we were meant to breathe.
Through the nostrils?
Through our
all
nose.
The way, like inhale, exhale, you don't ever use your mouth? And you said to always exhale more than you inhale, right?
Only when you're indulging in a breathing exercise.
Oh, okay.
So to not just your regular breathing on its own every day, whatever you're doing, day-to-day activities, your breathing should just be in and out through your nose.
But, really, at all times? I never thought about that.
Now, why is that? Why does that enhance your lifespan? Why does that make you more healthier than the average individual? Just fucking breathing through your nose, and nobody knows that. Because think of it like this, you know, if you eat too much food, that's bad for you, right? You get fat. It's the same thing with air. If we breathe in too much air, it's bad for us. Nobody knows that. Nobody thinks about that. It's the same thing like
Why
food.
is that?
Except instead of getting us fat, it ruins our it ruins our aero. I forgot the term because these are some very complicated medical terms.
Of course, yeah.
But it messes breathing through our mouth. Okay, so we're gonna go on a deep dive, you guys. So stay with me. When we breathe through our mouth, we're only bringing in air to our chest. We can be breathing as deep as into our, we can be breathing in deeper than just our chest, but when we are breathing through our mouth, we can't breathe any deeper than our chest. So an example is, like, my chest rises every time I breathe through my mouth. I'll give you guys 3 breaths. You guys can't see my stomach, but when you breathe through your nose, rather than your chest rising, your stomach is rising.
I honestly just tested it right now on myself and looked at myself, and yeah.
Yeah. So what's the difference? When you're breathing through your nose, you're bringing in more air all the way deep into your belly and your chest. So you're bringing more oxygen into all your organs, your cells, your tissues. And what does that do? It turns them on more. It gives you more energy. It gives you sharper thoughts, quicker thoughts. It makes you smarter. It enhances everything just breathing through your nose. Because you're regulating the amount of air that's going in your body, meaning you're not breathing more air than you're supposed to. Number two, it releases this chemical called nitric oxide in the body naturally. And what nitric oxide does is it dilates all your blood vessels, and that allows blood flow to go deeper into all your organs, your brain, your testicles, everything. So when you have more blood flow and all your fucking veins are dilated, your thoughts are sharper. You can get, this is just a fact, science. You can get harder erections. You people on fucking Viagra and shit, that shit will go away just through breathing through your nose, because you're releasing nitric oxide, and nitric oxide dilates all your blood vessels. You don't even need to go to a doctor and get a prescription of nitric oxide, because breathing through your nose naturally releases that within you. We can produce that in ourselves naturally just through breathing through your nose. How many people in the world know that?
Wow.
How many people in the world are running and breathing through their mouth like
bro,
when
yeah.
they could be running and going all day? Sorry, a little booger came out. You see, you have to be a little excused. You have to blow your nose before you nasal breathe. That's one thing I did forget to mention, because if you have a clogged nose, it's gonna be hard to get in that air.
I was gonna say, how do you deal?
Don't look at that.
Do you need a napkin, my brother?
Yeah, if you don't have one.
I have napkins and wet wipes and all that, man. Don't worry about it.
We're all learning this together, though.
We learn everything together.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
No, you're good.
Before you guys,
Bro, of course, yeah, man. I've learned that when you have a car, you've always got to have condoms. You've always got to have wet wipes. You've always got to have napkins. You've always got to have a scent spray. You've always got to have everything. You don't know when you got to poop or fuck or fucking blow your nose or nothing, you know?
You scolded me a bit.
You know that? You have to, man.
I probably would have done
the
it raw
essentials
because I don't have that one.
Dude, you have to have the essentials in your car. Your car is going to be your second room.
I'm smart enough, though, guys. I definitely...
Pull out.
Not just that, you have to know if she doesn't have shit, because you don't want to contract shit.
Oh, that's a big one. You've got to get tested in between each partner.
Some girls just aren't honest. You never know. You just hear stories. I've luckily never came across that, but you just never know. So it is good to always have protection.
No, you got, dude. Because you know what? Honestly, Alex, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't even fucking believe in condoms. Honestly, I have them, but look. How many people do you know who have worn condoms and gotten pregnant? Okay, how many people do you know that have worn condoms and still gotten STDs? Let me tell you something. Do you think that when you have sex with someone, you don't have cunnilingus on each other? That swaps STDs as well. I think just as fucking as like if I nut in a girl's mouth or nut in her, she's gonna get the STD both ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't think condoms work with STDs, because through oral,
it's all things, fucking connected.
It's all fucking
the germ. Yeah. It's like. It's yes.
And condoms rip.
It makes sense.
All the time. I know a bunch of friends who have worn condoms and have kids. So the only thing you could do is...
I also think everything happens
for a reason.
But
yo, I think the only real way you can be protected is if you are with someone who you know is on birth control and has been tested.
Nature just intended it to be raw. That's why we humans created these fucking condoms. But nature just intended for humans to fuck and keep creating beings. So it is what it is. Yeah, we're the ones stopping the shit.
But okay.
But it's also because we fucked up the way we've created the reality. If we create a being, it's hard to sustain a life with that kid and to even live happily. So that's why people fear having kids, and we've manifested condoms and shit like that. But someone has to change the way of living, bro.
True. Most people don't even want to have kids anymore, and that's why.
Because fuck, it's a whole nother, yeah.
But you are right. There is a percentage of people where they don't want to have kids because the reality of having kids seems too harsh and too difficult, but have you ever thought about people who just don't want to have kids because they always want to be free and never really have the responsibility that's as heavy as that, and be able to travel and do as much as they like with their life?
I mean, there are people that want to live life like that, but
What do you think
I
is
would
the
definitely at some point want to have
a kid?
some kid
A
to give
kid.
all my wisdom to.
I would love to have
and
a
see,
fucking little Rafa or little Rafael to just give my
happen,
information to all the things that I've learned and come across, and just like pass it down and see what they could do with it. You know what I mean? And do the best I can and love them, you know?
Personally, I wouldn't want that until I have secured like my dream, you know? Living like having a living and everything, doing what I love and not being at Target and shit.
And that's why we work now and not when we're 30 towards our fucking career. That's why we start early. That's why I start this podcast when I was like 18, 19. And that's why I got into mixed martial arts. Fucking, I'm thankful. Not like now, even though it's late now, you know.
I mean, it's never too late. Just fucking start and stay consistent, you guys. That's where a lot of people fail, is just consistency.
In almost everything in life, people fail in consistency.
And consistency, you guys, doesn't
in their health, in their careers, in their love life.
Everything, yeah, especially health.
Especially to get back to health. So the nasal, I had no idea that nasal breathing, breathing through your nose is just so much healthier. Like, that's cool.
That was your original question. What, like 3 things that I do to stay healthy.
More than 3. You do more than 3.
The number one thing is nasal breathing. It really is, bro. Like,
really? You would say the number one thing?
You know why I say that? Because I read 2 books on breathing, right? From 2 different authors that have done their own research, and I've learned that breathing through our nose is so beneficial that I've even bought this specific sleep mouth tape that keeps your mouth shut even when you're asleep.
No way.
That's how beneficial it is.
Holy shit, that's a third of your life.
I'll send you...
Thank you. I was about to ask you right now.
The link, the ones that I buy. So look, dude.
That's cool.
It's funny how you said it's a third of your life. Yes, we spend like 20 to 25 years of our life asleep.
Yeah, sleep. And that's no one's fault. That's healthy.
If you can enhance that sleep, oh my God, I'm telling you, your physiology, your brain, everything increases by like tenfold.
8 hours straight of nose breathing is probably really healthy for you.
And imagine if you're also doing it all day and only using your mouth when you have something to speak about, or conversation.
Or eat,
or eat, no shit.
But or smoke.
Or smoke, yeah.
Do you inhale and do you like inhale through mouth and exhale through nose?
Sometimes through my nose, but no, I just breathe out through my mouth, which leads me to another good fact from breathing that I learned in the books. If exhaling longer than you inhale is very beneficial to your body.
I try that, but it's difficult. You really have to try it.
Walk you guys through it.
I'm with that.
You're just supposed to breathe in, essentially. If you can't do 4 seconds, do 3 seconds. If you can't do 3 seconds, push yourself to it, but do 2 seconds at least.
And work your way up.
Yeah.
And after a week of doing 2 seconds, do 3 seconds.
But you can do up to 4 seconds when you're breathing through your nose, because, like I said, you're breathing not only just to your chest, but all of your lungs are filling up, so you can go longer. So breathing out longer, you can't do it through your nose. That part we do through our mouth, and that's what I had to teach you guys.
Oh, okay. I was trying that the whole time through both, through nostril.
I guess I forgot to explain that to you.
No. It's good to learn. It's good to learn.
Hell yeah. All right, so the way to breathe out longer than you inhale, you're supposed to keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So like that, just on top of it. Relax, but just keep it there, not like pushing up against the roof of your mouth. Just keep it connected. And when you're exhaling, you're just gonna breathe out, like kind of purse your lips, but you're just breathing out with the roof, your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So an example is, I'm gonna breathe in for 4 seconds and show you how long I breathe out. So
whoa, that's a long breathe out. I can't even breathe out that fucking long.
And so
Whoa.
To breathe out longer than you breathe in, you just keep the roof on the tongue of your mouth and just let it fall out slowly but surely. So don't force it out, but let your lungs just push it out naturally. Just let go.
Damn.
Try that.
Time me real quick. All right, go.
So,
all right. Because this is cool. It's interesting. It's
so
cool.
when you breathe it, and not only cool, once you are consistent with it, your health changes.
That
and you feel
also
it.
is
You
the number
feel
one
it.
thing.
That's the number one cool part, that you feel it. Your mind gets smarter, your thoughts get sharper, and your energy goes up naturally.
All right, okay, hold on. Let me. Okay.
So you just, if you can't, like I said, if you can't breathe in 4 seconds.
No, I could do. I'll do the whole thing. I got you.
So a good boost.
Through the mouth is for sure.
A good boost to get in a full inhale is to breathe out when you start. So an example is just breathe out. Push out all the air that's in your lungs. And then inhale through your nose. Go. And now breathe out. And at the end, force out the little extra stale air.
Whoa, that was longer than I've ever been able to do it by myself at home, just trying.
Doing that is going to increase your lung capacity.
Whoa.
Make you able to breathe.
Take fatter hits.
Everything.
Not
even cough.
Whoa. Because let me tell y'all something. Alex can take a blinker and not cough.
Let me show you guys. I can take 3 blinkers in one hit because my lung capacity
That's impossible.
is boom. No, I've done it in my videos. You just haven't seen those.
Shit, dude.
But I've built my lung capacity to that. I've bought books from free divers that can hold their breath underwater for 15 minutes. I learned.
Tell me about that. That shit's insane.
I learned their breathing techniques.
Insane.
How do they do it? Because they're able to hold that much air in. How can you do that? You have to do the techniques.
Holy hell, man.
But anyone could do it.
You're the only one I've met who can do it. So I'm gonna just tell you that. You're the only, like Alex, you are a specimen.
Free divers do it too, though, bro.
I ain't never met no free diver who could take 3 blinkers, man.
I've seen it in their books, though. Oh, I know. I'm like the first stoner to ever do that shit.
Dude, and like not off the weak ass, boof ass, $20 a gram carts, like some strong ass marijuana, man. Like I'm a smoker and I can't take one
that's
sometimes. That's
why I get some really good night sleeps.
Yo, but the breathing exercises are super important, man.
So let's walk through it one more time so you remember. Just to get in your full inhale, just start with breathing out all your air. And then, like, you push it out. You go...
Yeah, get all the air out. Yeah, all of it.
And so when we're exhaling, it's the same thing. You drop your air. And at the end, you push out the rest. And that's how you can force more air in. And forcing more air in is just exercising your lungs, and over time they just grow. Just let it fall out, and at the end, push.
Whoa. That shit's intense. That is fucking tense, but it will get you far in life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Who would have thought something so little? And that's number one?
That's one of 20 other types of breathing techniques.
But Alex, that's also one of like 30 other things that you do to increase your health.
30 million other factors to end up in a very healthy, vital, strong body.
Throw in some more. Okay, breathing through the nose all the time. That's good. What's some more? What's another one?
But like I said, you guys, that's literally my number one focus.
Most important.
Every day. That's literally at the top of my list. So it's that far that I even have mouth tape to make sure I'm staying with that at night.
That is insane. I'm really going to need the link to that. Amazon or what?
I got you. It's on Amazon. Yeah.
Ah, perfect. I got
mouth
fucking
strips,
Prime. It'll be tomorrow, man. Night. It's like a pack of like 30 of them or some shit?
128 nights.
120 nights. Whoa. For what, like 20, 30 bucks?
My bad. Like 12 to 15 bucks because of the tax.
Oh, it's $15 for 130 nights?
138 strips, so yeah, 130 sleeps.
Wow, that is awesome.
Bro,
I spend more than $15. That's 3 months.
A $15 investment on increasing your lifespan by 15 years. People aren't aware of that. Science has proven that. If you spend $15 on your today, you just added 15 years of your life.
My whole family is going to be wearing masks at night because of you. I just want you to know that. I'm going to go home and spread this information. Well, it's not a mask.
It's literally a little mouth strip tape that keeps the lips from slipping open when you breathe, when you're falling asleep. Like,
and you just go through the nose.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so that's so
and
healthy.
Our bodies are so intelligent. You don't even need to think about it. You're just naturally gonna breathe.
And you're not gonna talk in your during your sleep. You're gonna so you don't have to use your mouth for air. You'll be able to get 8 hours of straight nose breathing, which must be super healthy.
And I don't want to go into the whole deep dive, but another reason why that's beneficial is because it prevents sleep apnea. People get that, and what that is when the tongue falls in the back of the throat and you stop breathing in the middle of your sleep.
Wow, that must be scary.
People suffer from that, but it all stops when you keep the mouth closed because it prevents your tongue from slipping down.
Holy shit! You mean that could just cure sleep apnea?
And it does.
Wow. There are so many 50, 40, 60-year-olds I know who fucking complain about sleep apnea and they just...
This vendor that I go to work, right? And this vendor, he's telling me his problems. I told him, look, just do this. I explain everything I'm explaining to you guys. Till this day, every time he drops off a load at our store at Target, he's always thanking me and telling me, like, dude, you changed my life.
He literally
said it in those words. That's so dope, bro. He told me he gets more sleep. He has more energy. He's more productive now. Now he's fucking mowing his lawn. He's telling me all his little stories. I'm like, dude, that gratifies me. Like, that is what I work for, to actually make an impact in someone's life, not just make money. Like, I feel like it's more than that, you know?
No, you do that because you like it. You do that because you like it.
Hell yeah, bro.
You gotta, that's another important thing for just living a good life. You should always... there's work. You got to do maybe some things you don't like to get to somewhere but you got to do that to get to somewhere you do like, you know?
Sacrifices.
And those sacrifices should get you to a position where you're doing things that you love, i.e. doing a podcast, working in mixed martial arts, if you like fucking outer space, working with rockets, going in outer space, if you like food, owning a restaurant, if you like fashion, owning a brand,
it's all gonna have its little stress that comes with it, but as long as you also love what you're doing,
and especially in the beginning, more so, almost all of it's gonna be in the beginning when you're trying to get there and figure it out, and it's hard, and you're broke,
and you're kind of like, should I just go take the route that everyone's taking and go back to school, and just so I know for sure I'm gonna get an income and all that, or should I just take the route and trust that as long as I'm consistent, I'm gonna make something great happen, which is inevitable.
And some routes, if you want to be, if you're really in love with the medical field and you want to become a doctor who saves lives, or an engineer who creates rockets, and you're in love with that, of course, there are some routes that are going to require maybe a certification or two, but, there's a fuck ton of routes that don't, and you shouldn't clown or shame. No side should clown or shame either side, because everyone should be able to do what they want.
A living example of the fact that is Elon Musk. Elon Musk didn't get some degree to become what he's building the rocket to go to. What he did was fucking learn all the science, and then now he's developing what he's developing. So my point is, whatever you want to create, you can go learn multiple things and then create something new that hasn't even been created.
What else do you do to maintain peak health, Alex? To be the healthiest you could be? What do you eat? Yeah, what do you eat usually?
Food-wise?
Yeah, food-wise, every day.
Food-wise, I definitely make sure that I always get in some vegetables.
How do you do that? You just throughout you make shakes, do you grind them up, you put them in
Lately, I've just been doing smoothies because it's way more efficient, it's faster. I just literally... Okay, so there's a process to it. Before you eat any vegetables, if you make it in a smoothie or in a salad bowl, it doesn't matter. Before you eat those vegetables, even if at the store where the container you bought it, if it says washed and ready to eat, you always want to wash your vegetables before you eat them.
Cold water?
Cold water, warm water, it doesn't matter.
Just water, right? Just water.
Water.
Yeah.
But so rinse them out, and then you want to soak them. The point of rinsing them is to kill off any lingering bacteria or parasites that are on the vegetables. Mm-hmm. Why should you even care about that? Because if that gets in your gut,
it's bad for you.
It's more than bad for you. There's some parasites out there that there are no cures for that can just start dysfunctioning everything.
Really unfortunate, by the way.
And degenerating everything. So you always want to make sure you're cleaning your vegetables. A good, effective, fast way is just to buy some apple cider vinegar put it in a bowl. After rinsing out all your leaves, soak all those leaves in the bowl.
Really?
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be a minute. You just maybe 30 seconds, just mush it around, press on it, and then put it in like a strainer and drain it all out, and then rinse it again, like to get all the apple cider off. And then for sure, you know, everything's fucking dead that could harm yourself.
That's a good first step to cleaning your fucking food.
You're getting down to the things you can't even see.
No one does that. No one does that.
To make sure that this physique and this mind and this spirit is at peak level every day, every second. You have to literally get down to that. People are so lazy, they won't even soak or go through that whole process. They'll just buy the container that says ready to eat, washed, ready to eat, trust it, and just eat it. And little do they know, things are proliferating in their gut. It's just...
What do you put in the shake? Like, what vegetables and fruits do you go specifically?
So, specifically, carrots.
Carrots are delicious. I love carrots. Favorite vegetable.
Always, any vegetable that you buy, even the ones that I don't name, you always want to buy or certified organic vegetables. What's the difference between products that say just organic and ones that say certified organic? The ones that say certified organic actually are legit companies that make sure that food is not processed or anything's added to it.
Really? Certified organic and organic, there's a difference.
Products that only say organic, this is how fucked up our country is. Our country's all about money. There are other fucking rich ass companies out there that have bought the label organic.
Man.
So when you're buying organic products, quote unquote,
that is crazy.
It's fucked up. There's some evil shit
That's
in the world.
That's a villain thing to do.
There's some evil shit in the world.
That's a villainy thing to do.
And you think you're eating organic, but it's fucked up. You're eating some fucked up shit.
What the fuck?
So if you don't even know the difference from the fucking words on the product, you're ruining shit in here. And you don't. That's how much knowledge I've been studying on all this shit. Even certified so you gotta make sure, not even on the front label, turn it to the back and make sure where it says under ingredients distributed by certified organic, whatever company.
Wow.
If it says certified in front of the word organic, it's 100% legit.
Where are a couple places you shop for ingredients that you know are good?
Where you
have mostly certified organic ingredients.
The two places that I go to that you'll always find foods that will sustain your life and that are very organic and healthy and good for you. The two stores that I always go to are Whole Foods and Sprouts.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hit I'm all the way out. I'm gonna hit both of those way more often.
Hell yeah, you guys
way
should
more
too.
often.
I mean,
fuck all these other places I shop at.
And look, if you look at the bigger picture, you're doing way more than just supporting yourself. You're putting your money into the companies that are actually fucking practicing healthy, sustainable practices that are regenerating and making the planet healthier versus these other companies that are just
fucking the world up,
putting chemicals and killing it. And yeah, long story short, fucking everything up.
Do you do you get your cuts of meat from Whole Foods and Sprouts? Really? They have meat, like cuts of steaks?
Yeah, as long as you get not the ones that say grass fed.
What's the difference between why is grass fed so important for beef and steak?
Because the animals that are fed, they're fed soy and grains. The ones that aren't grass fed are fed soy and grains. Mm-hmm. And when they're fed that, like there are people that study animals, right? And they've studied all these animals that are inside of these these farms that are to produce food for us, right? Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like most of the farms that like places like In-N-Out or McDonald's or fucking Ralph's or Vaughn's gets their meat from. Yeah, they have non-grass fed and stuff.
No, so what I meant was, how do I explain this? Damn, fucking faded, you guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good. Train of thought right
no,
there.
You're good. So I'll ask the difference between grass-fed and non-grass-fed beef.
Okay, so.
And you said non-grass-fed beef eats soy and wheat.
Soy and grains.
And grains. which is not good.
There's people that study these animals that are getting fed these two different type of ways, right? And what they found is that the animals that eat soy and grains, those animals are just, for some reason, that food is messing with their hormones. It's messing with
the hormones of like cows and
the
stuff.
Animals.
Really,
Yeah,
it's messing with their hormones.
Their hormones, their growth, everything in them is just dysfunctional.
And so eating that must not be good for us.
It's not. So because
when
you get down to it, there's nutrition in food, right? Nutrients. There's a difference in quality of nutrition in the animal's meat. The animal that got fed, it's just like us eating junk. It's like us eating junk food.
That's
We're gonna
crazy.
be shitty.
That's insane.
We're gonna be shitty if we eat junk food. If this animal got fed shitty food, and then we eat that nutrition, what do you think we're gonna be?
Damn, man.
And so that's
no one goes that
facts.
step. No one goes that step.
I've learned all that through books.
No one goes the step
You don't learn this shit in college. There's no certain, but like I need to learn all this to make something happen.
No health class, no chemistry class, no biology class,
and I'm
no science class has ever taught me anything like that I've used for my own health. Like that,
And it's facts.
Like I've already inhaling through my nose and using grass-fed meat.
That's the difference.
Getting a lot of vegetables.
When these animals are fed grass, it's like they're fucking thriving and they're healthy as shit, and these animals are happy as hell.
Holy shit.
And when we eat grass-fed meat, oh my god, your fucking testosterone, your everything gets fucking on. Like you're alive because you're eating real fucking nutrition and your body's turning on. Your body's like, hell yeah, more of this.
Would you ever go hunting?
And if you start eating every day like that, imagine what you'll make of yourself. Like how healthy you think you'll be.
Yeah, of course. Like if you maintain some things like that every day, you'll for sure get healthy.
Vegetables, breathing through your nose, and grass fed. If you can get to a point like me where it's every single day, your body is gonna be you're gonna experience what it's like to be the healthiest human being you could possibly be within a lifetime. But you can't get there unless you get to a point where you are eating like that literally day after day after day, because then your body gets into that state 24/7. You're just,
I feel like
naturally, and it's not like you're stimulated and on like, oh, I can't turn off my body, it's hard to fall asleep. No, like you're in control of your energy. You regulate it through your breathing, through your food. You're in control. You sustain your energy. You know how to, oh, I feel a little drowsy, let me pick it up through my breathing technique. Knowing that is enhancing, turning on cells, everything, because I don't need to reach for a fucking monster. I could just, let me do a quick round of
monsters are horrible. When I see people picking up a monster, I'm just like, man.
Compared to doing a breathing technique, a monster gives you negative symptoms, sometimes
negative. Not only is it bad, not only is it not good for you, it's bad for you. It's negative. It's a minus.
And breathing techniques have no negative effects. If anything, only benefits.
I feel like because of like what you said, grass-fed animals meat being so much healthier, I feel like because of that, like wild animals would probably be.
Wild animals are the healthiest.
Are great for you, right? Would you ever go hunting for like elk or something?
That's why I can't wait to fucking get my license and hunt.
Dude, I want to go hunting so fucking. Let's go fucking hunt. Where do I get my license? I've been looking for where to get my license.
Like Joe Rogan is lucky because he gets to get the healthiest meat on the planet.
On the planet, elk, strong ass elk.
And he has, look at Joe Rogan, that fucker's like 50 something, strong as fuck, fucking built, because he's eating real fucking nutrition.
Let's also, okay, one thing though.
He's not taking any steroids and shit. He's eating real shit.
He is taking TRT.
Oh,
he does talk about that.
Oh, okay.
He does talk about taking TRT.
TRT is testosterone, right?
Testosterone replacement therapy. Because as you grow older, naturally you have like at 50 and 60, your testosterone naturally declines. So they have therapy to bring you back to healthy levels. Not super, because if you put too much testosterone, you fucking look like Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. But you want to have the testosterone of a healthy 25-year-old male. So they do testosterone therapy to bring you back up to stuff like that. So he does that. And I'm not gonna lie, I've watched his podcast. He does talk about trying some other shit, but nothing that is super deteriorating to his health.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker's on some shit. But he also
Okay.
does do a lot of healthy shit. So you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Just be intelligent about it.
Be intelligent about it, yeah. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. If I'm 55 years old and I have a declining testosterone and my doctor says, look, we want to do this natural therapy that's going to bring you back to the testosterone levels of a healthy 25-year-old male so you can get hard and fucking be active and shit, I would be like, well, yeah. What would you do at that age if you offered it to you?
This is why I love that I studied all of this, because Joe Rogan hasn't not only studied this stuff, but hasn't interviewed the right person to teach him that he didn't even need that. You can fucking raise your testosterone at any age naturally.
Really?
Through fucking
Shout out
food.
to the ice cream truck.
Shout out to the ice
The
cream
local
truck,
ice cream
guys,
man.
huh? No, yeah, really, through food.
Really?
And it's a fact.
Like you, so let's say you're 50, you would not take any type of testosterone therapy, even if they told you it was like a organic or natural like cream or something that they've created that helps.
Because it wouldn't decline. Like,
really? You don't
because
really?
you have to know, you have to understand why it declines to understand how to prevent it from declining.
Yeah, I feel like probably most 50-year-olds or something like that didn't live like a super healthy lifestyle. Like, I don't feel like you at 50 are gonna have a declining testosterone.
It's not that I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. It's gonna decline the same age everyone else just starts to decline, because that's just part of the human experience. It don't matter how healthy you are. As we age, it declines. But
even like you, someone who's healthy like as fuck.
that's what I'm trying to teach you. So you can manage it though. So what I mean is, it's gonna start to fluctuate, but if you know the science, you can keep it at a certain level by putting in your body what will keep it that way. But instead of putting in these other therapies that are coming out, put in the things that nature, like if you study, there are nutrients out there through food that do the same thing these therapies are doing in a much more healthier way that will never bring symptoms that I'm sure that Joe Rogan doesn't talk about he's experiencing. Because no matter what, with these things that we create, there are symptoms.
So what do you think are a couple ways that maybe like instead of taking testosterone therapy, you could get
like number one, there's 2 herbs. It really boils down to food and the science that's been done behind the food and how it actually works. But
Really?
To get long story short, couple of the foods that are good for that are like ginseng, lion's mane, which is a mushroom, and then
really? I thought you were talking about actual lion's mane hairs.
no, dude, lion's mane.
It's a mushroom? Oh, okay.
It's a mushroom, and it looks like lion's mane hairs. That's why they call it lion's mane. It's just a mushroom that like has a bunch of white lion's mane hairs.
Oh, okay, cool. No, it's cool. It's cool.
But lion's mane mushrooms, ginseng, and then bacopa, ginkgo biloba, I think it's pronounced, and then
and these are all natural things, like for example, mushrooms and stuff and herbs.
ashwagandha, you've probably heard of.
Ashwagandha I've heard of.
Moringa, chlorella, spirulina.
Wow.
All these herbs, yes.
All
And
natural herbs.
there's companies out there that know these things. I mean, people out there that know these things that have created companies that combine these herbs to provide for us once we go through these things as we age. So instead of turning to medications and whatever the medical field has to present, you can do your research, and if you know about these other people that have created other resources, you can indulge in that and just benefit just the same, but even without any negative effects. So people have created like certain drink mixes that are certified 100% organic that combine all these herbs that are, if you have the knowledge, once you start feeling like your testosterone is declining, fucking buy this nutrition, take it. Next thing you know, your testosterone is not fucking going down.
Holy shit, man.
There's certain brands, certain people that have done their homework. The TV's gonna feed you what they want. The medical system's not gonna teach you all this shit. They're gonna keep their own way of making their money and keeping people in it.
Yeah, because it's money.
And these people have their money too, but they're not on the same page, so they're not gonna promote each other. So
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, so you're learning this probably firsthand right now, but
yeah, I 100% am.
It's gonna be coming out more and more. It's just people are waking up to there really is everything that medicine provides, nature provides in a way better way. in a much stronger, healthier way.
How do you feel about people who take like a couple different 4 or 5 like medications, pills every day?
I have a lot of compassion for them. I feel for them, and yeah, just compassion.
Do you feel like there are probably some things they could do to cut out those pills that are probably natural?
They can 100% get rid of them.
Obviously not everything.
But that's why I have compassion, because there's a lot of people that we love that we know are on medications, right?
Yeah.
That's why.
Everyone knows someone they love who's on medication.
They grew up in a time where this knowledge wasn't there for them to learn and take health in their own hands, so they won't have to fall into these pills.
Yeah.
We have this knowledge now, and we're not going to end up in those shoes ever.
No.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Believe me, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's why I have compassion, because when I see it, I'm like, they never learned it. They'll never learn it. They'll never understand why they're on meds and how to fix it. And it's hard for them to even gain the discipline to start eating healthy, because so many years have gone by where their physiology and cells are so conditioned to eating the food they eat that they start to feel weird, not themselves, and cold sweats when they start eating healthy, because their body's used to unhealthy food that now it's hard to make the switch.
That's insane. That is an insane fact.
And then not only that, you're detoxing all the years of medications in your liver, in your whole body, and that has its own symptoms when your body starts pushing it out. So when people eat healthy, they go through a detox phase if they've been on medications, and that phase is not guaranteed, depending on how many years you've been on medications, and if that detox will really traumatize your body and take your life. So that's why I have so much compassion for these people, because when you learn all this shit, you're like, damn, even if they chose to become or start being healthy, they run the risk of taking their life.
That is insane, isn't it? That because you have done an unhealthy habit for fucking 50 years,
unconsciously knowing that
it becomes almost impossible to break without
to come back.
That is so unfortunate.
But I don't want to discourage you guys
from trying. You should try.
No, not only try, but know that you will get better, because that's the intelligence of our body. Think of it this way: the human body has been evolving on Earth for millions of years, so our bodies are intelligent. Our bodies know how to heal from shit. So if you're going through something and want to heal, don't be discouraged from what I said. There is that possibility that you can pass, but our bodies are so smart that possibility is so fucking rare and minimal. You shouldn't be afraid to say, hey, I'm gonna get off these meds and fucking go for it. Like, if you have the intention of getting healthy, you won't even have to worry about passing. Like, you'll fucking get healthy.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like that type of mindset is effective not only in getting healthy, but anything you want to do. You know what I mean? If you have the mindset of, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna get healthy. I'm gonna get off drugs. I'm gonna get off drinking. I'm gonna get my life together. I'm gonna get right with my woman. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get right with my kids. I'm gonna get right with my family. I'm gonna do good for myself. I'm gonna do what's best for myself. Yeah. I'm gonna get right with my health. I'm gonna get right with like this money. You know what I mean? Like, you could really, if you really just say, you know what, that's it. Like, there is no ifs, ands, and buts. There's no, it's hard, or what if I can't, or what if there's this or that. Like, let me just do it. Let me just do it, and that's it. I'm doing it. Now I'm doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
Just, that's all it takes. And the only thing that gets in the way is your energy and your thoughts. But how do you manage those two? Through your food, and your food will eventually regulate all of it, because your thoughts are just the fucking, thoughts are being generated by your brain, but your brain is only as healthy as the food you're putting in your body. So to slow that shit down and control that shit, you have to eat the right shit.
How often do you eat at like a fast food establishment, or even like a restaurant or something, like a McDonald's?
Every now and then, maybe like whenever my fam offers it, probably like maybe every 2 weeks.
Really, if you had to put a number on it, you eat out maybe every 2 weeks?
Or sometimes once a week.
Yeah, it's not horrible though, right?
Nope.
Not too bad.
It's bomb. And number two, it's in this human experience, so why not indulge to see what the fuck it's like, what it tastes like.
You shouldn't kill yourself over it, but don't eat it every day also.
Exactly, because you have to know also what the shit in that food is doing on a chemical level in your body. Like, I know what it's doing, but I also know how to recover from it.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
I've learned that, like, when it comes to like high calorie foods and high carbohydrate foods, like a fucking big bowl of pasta with chicken or fucking some fried chicken, I've learned, you know, as long as you don't indulge in that type of thing too often, if you work out a lot and you try and maintain a healthy diet, usually your body's gonna run right through that type of shit. You know what I mean? If you don't eat it too often, when it does come across it'll usually you burn it right down and you get right. You know, maybe if you have a shitty hour, but you know.
It comes back to what I was telling you of how our bodies they've been around for millions of years. They're so intelligent that if you're eating more healthy throughout the week and indulging in like one unhealthy meal only once a week, your body is more healthy than it is unhealthy. That eating one meal, your body takes that shit on like nothing and gets rid of and discards all of the unhealthy shit in that food and absorbs all the good shit in the food because your body is healthy enough to do all that.
As opposed to if you're eating unhealthy consistently and you eat healthy once, it really does nothing.
Your body has no fucking resources to actually benefit from that good food.
Yeah, because you haven't been doing it fucking long.
It has no foundation. Yeah.
Whoa, man. Wow.
So if you build the base for it and the real healthy bacteria, you don't have to trip about indulging in some brewskis or fucking In-N-Out or Wendy's every now and then.
Really?
Because you're like, man, my body's gonna handle this shit.
Dude, yeah, dude, that should be yes.
You should be that confident in your fucking physiology that you're like, yeah, I can indulge in some shit that maybe people shouldn't indulge in, but because I know my body's healthy enough to detox and get rid of all of it.
Taking care of it, yeah.
So I can experience, for example, in the future, I might want to try out some psychedelics. But you have to be in such a healthy state to let your spirit come grounded back to your body.
Have you never tried psychedelics?
I've tried them in the past.
Oh, okay. What kind of psychedelics have you tried?
I've never tried what I want to try.
I'm gonna go.
I want to try what fucking Joe Rogan's talking about. DMT, ayahuasca, and all that crazy.
Have you never tried DMT?
It sounds crazy, but no, I've never tried.
Really?
You've tried it?
Yeah, twice.
What the hell?
You strike me as someone who's definitely done DMT.
How does that feel, bro?
Well, honestly, like, what happened? Is it
like how they explain it?
It's pretty fucking close. Like, if I had to fucking give my first experience ever trying DMT, I was at my friend's house. He has a bong, he has weed, he has some DMT. We put a bunch of DMT on the bong.
I thought you were supposed to smoke it through like one of those crackhead pipes. No.
Personally, I didn't do that. We put it on some weed and we smoked it on a bong. And I took three, lit it 3 times, took 3 fat hits back to back quickly. And then I'm sitting up, and then all of a sudden I feel like I'm about to fucking like exactly how they say life is crystallizing. Stuff starts like crystallizing around you, and your vision starts to be you're almost like seeing crystals everywhere. Not like your vision has become blurred, but just it's like there's everything is like a crystal image. And you I'm gonna lay down, and you lay down, and you're not in the room you're in anymore. Like, I was in my friend's bedroom. You're not. I wasn't in my friend's bedroom mentally. I wasn't even laying down mentally. In my head, I was walking around.
What the?
And I'm fucking on this. Me personally, I'm in this space on this planet, on this red see-through planet. It's like a planet made of glass, and inside's a bunch of red energy coming out the planet and going out into space and stuff, just red waves of red energy.
What the fuck?
And I was like, man, when I went into the trip, I was like, I want to come out of it with a new piece of information I didn't know about myself, or just something else to be thankful for in life. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I can literally do anything. I can walk around. I can go travel in space if I want. I can go smoke some weed. I can go fucking eat all this delicious food. I can go make love, have beautiful memories, do all these great things. And there's such a multitude of organisms that are alike and unalike me that are on this planet that can't experience nearly what I can or will experience, such as fucking ants, bees, even other humans who are down bad. You know what I mean? So I should just be thankful for being me. You know what I mean? Like me, this thing that I am, I should be really fucking thankful and grateful for having every opportunity that I have, because there's billions of them. You know what I mean? And that's when I came out of that.
Like just being a human?
Being a human and being this human. Being a human and being this human in this time, in this state, in this place that's this peaceful.
Unique, that's never gonna be ever again, right?
Yeah, ever again. In the year 2000, where like you can live and you can have all these opportunities and creations, not in the year fucking 1640 where I have to ride on a horseback at fucking age 17 against the rivaling army, or in fucking 00 where I have no fucking, I can't enjoy myself.
Our brains are still fucking developing to become a human.
And I'm not and even if I was in the year 2020, if I was an ant or a bird, I would not be able to have nearly as much fun and as much joy and life and knowledge as I have now. We are super blessed to be this organism at this time in this place, because there are even other human beings being born at the same time who are born in such desolate conditions that they just like, it's just so much more difficult than anything we will ever have to experience. And it's just, we should be thankful that we can come up in a time where we can.
It's crazy that, yes, and I am grateful without a doubt. And these people that go and are born in these situations, they will never, unless they develop the ability to understand why they were born in this situation, they'll never understand. They'll always think they're a victim of life. Like, why me, God? Why did this happen to me? Why am I born in this? What the fuck did I do? But if you I don't want to go woo-woo, but if you meditate...
Go woo-woo, man. Go woo-woo. It makes sense.
If you go within and try to understand... If you just, try to just question it, why then? Why am I experiencing this? I don't need to question God. I just already am experiencing this, so what the fuck? Why? And if you keep asking why and why and why and why and why and why, at some point you're just like, I don't have to experience this. It's a fucking choice. I can literally, but you're never gonna wake up to the ability of your choices until you really go within and really question everything. So some people are born in shitty situations, but if you really question it and come to understand what really everything is, and you come to understand God and how He manifested everything, you realize, I was born in a shitty situation, but God created good situations, bad situations. I'm just now
in a bad situation.
I'm in this creation, but what am I gonna choose to do with it then? Let me fucking become like Logic, be born in the fucking hood. All my parents are crackheads, but still become a famous ass rapper. You can fucking do anything, literally, wherever you're born, however you're born, whatever situation, if you wake up to what you can do with your situation, with your own creative ability.
You know what the thing is, though? I'm not gonna lie, that I do.
I have compassion for those that never will realize.
Because there's some people that never will. Yeah, there's some people who are just born in places where there's always war and violence that they had no choice to partake in, and their lives are taken at a young age, and they have no opportunity to grow and learn and do things and make these decisions and come to these fruitions that you can really do anything if you just get out of it.
That's where spiritual growth comes in. And you understand a deeper picture that I feel that, yes, but once you grow your spirit more, you feel and understand that all those people that died, they died in a negative way. Well, we perceive it negative. We humans create the negative and positive, right? Those concepts, but spirit has no idea of concept because spirit is all of it. So when we die and go back to spirit, it's like a joke to us. Like, oh, we died that way, ha ha ha. But when we talk about that to us, like, really, we shouldn't be joking like that. Like, those are people's lives, people's family. But that's just human thinking. Spirit, when you meditate, and spiritually grow, you realize bigger things and realize, hey, I'm not hurting anyone's spirit. Because where does love come from in general? How can we love our own family? What is love? If you meditate on that, that's the source. That's what you might want to define God as. So when we die, that's all we feel. I can say that, but this is where we're getting woo-woo, guys. But he said, go ahead, so let's go.
Yeah, of course, because your woo-woo is come from your knowledge and what you've learned through life. So you should be and no one has that but you.
So a lot of people have it. You just need to study and come across the people that can teach this ability to develop, But like, we perceive it in a sad, negative way. Yeah, these people are born in Pakistan and fucking
bunch of different places.
So many
places
and
where they don't have opportunities.
We perceive it as, damn, these kids are innocent. They just got bombed and what the fuck? But when you do your own work, your own inner work, and you just understand something deeper, like, this is all a game. All of it. It's a game. Just like when you play a video game and someone dies, you don't think shit of it because you can reload. That's literally what spirit is. Spirit doesn't give a shit how we die, because this is just a game, bro. And we're gonna think what
the universe does not care how you die or how you live, whether it's good or bad. And what you ask
for, you're gonna get. So if your karma will be your karma. If you kill someone, you're gonna die. That same way. If you're creating goodness in the world, that shit's gonna pour back on you tenfold. Whatever you put out is coming back to you, because God does not say no to anyone. God never said no to Hitler's decisions. God never said no to the greatest person in the world. God won't say no to anything you want to create, because God is all of it. And God wants to become physical. So when you want to make something physical, God's going to be like, let's do it.
Man.
Hitler wanted to be a fucking crazy maniac in control. God said, let's fucking do it. Let's see what this is like. But to us humans that don't spiritually evolve enough to understand that, we perceive it as like some devil possessing humans, but no, it's God. God made the devil, and God made Lucifer, and God made Jesus. Yeah. God encompasses all of it.
Yeah, Hitler,
holds
Buddha,
all of it. God is holding all of it. Like, oh, look at all these evil and good things. Like, that's what God is. Like, all these things don't even know that they're all connected and I made it, but eventually they'll wake up to it. That's what it is. And then when you die, you come back to that one thing that you are that made all of it. Or you can do things like psychedelics, they say DMT and all that, and connect to that one great spirit and realize everything you are. They call it dying before you actually die, and ego death. That's why I want to experience those things.
Man, you've never taken like a significant amount of acid or mushrooms?
No.
I've taken a fucking significant amount of acid or mushrooms, and let me tell you, man, sometimes it just feels like a black hole. Like, you go into, like, because there is a limit, there is a point, I forget what the exact term is, but it's like a point of diminishing returns.
It's because I feel you have to approach these things with respect. A lot of respect. All of these things have spirits, and if you don't, before you consume it, say a prayer to it and ask it to, teach you what you want to learn and take you on a safe journey, or, just take you to what you need to be seen. If you have to see some evil shit, then that's what you need to learn. But just say a little graceful prayer over the spirit of the medicine that you're about to indulge in, always, because there's a spirit in everything.
The only thing I don't recommend is the only thing I would recommend is anything organic. The only thing I recommend against is anything inorganic. For example, I'm not gonna lie, I have taken a lot of LSD, but I do not recommend it, because I know that is something that's made in a lab, on a chemical, and a little dropper, and a lot of times
it's not bad for you.
You don't think so?
No, as long as you're getting real pharmaceutical grade legit 100%.
Well, probably, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fucking person in the valley. I'm probably not getting the highest grade of LSD there is in the world. So yeah, that probably is true. That is probably true. But I always recommend something that comes from the earth, like mushrooms. Go out the marijuana comes out of the earth. Even DMT is something your body produces naturally while you go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
yeah.
those three things I feel like, even with, because I didn't even know that about LSD. I thought LSD is LSD. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I thought it's all just the same thing. But you're right. There is probably grades of it that are way healthier than others, you know? Depending on where you're getting it.
The person that discovered it, I've researched all of it, Albert Hoffman, in the 1930s, he fucking, he discovered it trying to develop something that would make the military more, like, you know, mentally more, like, to go to, when they go to war, they're more, I don't know how to describe it, more militant, I guess, more stronger force.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended up creating the total opposite shit. They were peaceful and said no more war. If you do your homework, that was the manifestation of LSD. Albert Hoffman. The intention behind LSD was to make a chemical that would make our military during the Vietnam War more stronger mentally. Instead, it did the fucking opposite. It made them more loving, compassionate, and say, fuck the war.
That's incredible.
And it started the 80s revolution of all these hippies.
Would you consider yourself a hippie?
This is all homework, dude. No.
No, me neither.
Hippie's just it's an egoic term. Like, people might throw that label on you, whatever they perceive, but it's just a label.
Man, Alex, do you think of yourself as a smart motherfucker?
No, it's just a label. Just learn. It's just, and my name's a label, our body, we're just in it for how long? But, you know, that's our experience. Yes, I'm Alex, this is my body. But always remember also what you really are.
Yeah.
That enhances your experience. You can learn that through resources.
Speaking of resources, I just want to say, only fucking podcast gets to ever give me a fucking book. And honestly, I've been meaning to read, so this is one of the greatest gifts I've ever had. And it has some real fucking information in there. So I would recommend this book to everybody. I'm going to be reading. If you guys want to join me, You Are the Placebo, Making Your Mind Matter by Dr.
Let's take
Joe
another
Dispenza.
dab, you guys.
We started the podcast with a dab. Let's end this motherfucker with a dab too.
Fuck, you want to end it? I mean, fuck it, yeah.
I would, but I thought I would love to fucking pick your brain all day, but I have predisposed plans.
No, you're good. Let me display a fucking triple blinker.
Display a triple blinker real quick, yeah.
But I have to do with it.
Go ahead.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna attempt it. I haven't done a triple in a minute, but I can
even if
for
you hit
sure
a double.
hit a double. Nah, that shit's
Can you hit a double and no cough? Double no cough?
Walk in the park.
Do a double no cough.
I do it every day just because it feels fucking bomb.
It feels bomb.
Hell yeah. All right, but 3, when you go for 3, it just feels like shoo.
Woo!
All right, you guys.
Kaboom.
Cheers.
I will
try. I start with an exhale so I can do that shit. Cheers.
Savage. Bro. Holy shit.
Alright, fuck it, let's go. Cheers.
Probably just smoked 5.5 grams right there, Alex. Oh my god. No way, 3 blinkers and you're not even... How did you fucking... No cough.
Nose. Control it. Mouth.
Alex, you're a fucking demon, bro. You're a fucking demon, bro.
Instead of a cough, it was a burp.
That's better than a cough. Bro, you just hit 3 blinkers off a plug and play.
And then you're back like you never did 3 blinkers.
Dude, what the fuck is...
Did I even bring my water bottle? You see, and that too, when you breathe through your nose, it keeps your mouth from ever getting caught in.
You didn't take a sip of water this whole hour,
I have
Alex.
so much saliva in my mouth. But it's because when we're not talking, I don't know if you noticed, but when you go back and watch the video, I'm breathing through my nose. And just, that keeps your mouth moist as well. So you don't get this caught in mouth shit. Or have to that's why we cough, because our throat's fucking dry and wheezing, so we're but when you have all this knowledge and you're vital, you don't need to cough. You fucking, and your lungs are so big that take fucking 3 dabs.
No cap, man. That shit was crazy. Hey, Alex, thank you so much for coming on here and just being so kind to me and answering every fucking question I have with open arms, and just not ever, getting annoyed or upset with me, and just being a good friend and giving me gifts and stuff.
Do people get annoyed when you interview them?
I don't think people get annoyed, but there are some times where I feel like maybe because bro, I'm not gonna lie, like, you are one of those people where I really want to constantly ask questions, because I'm so interested.
Feel free,
that
bro.
I feel like, well, I've got to stop myself
it
sometimes.
makes me grow more, so just ask me, dude.
Yeah, man, thank you.
No problem,
My brother,
dude.
Alex Vega, check out his fucking shit. His shit's all gonna be tagged in the description. He's got his Instagram, the actual YouTube channel. He's got a fucking podcast too. You'll see me on there. You're gonna see his fucking intellectual head ass on that fucking shit. And thank you, my brother. Thank you for everything. Thank you for this amazing gift. I want y'all to start reading this bitch with me, because I'm gonna start reading this motherfucker. All right? So, my brother, Alex Vega, thank you again.
Bro, I appreciate you. You guys, the name of the book is You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe. Pick it up. It's definitely fucking worth
the read.
Your fucking knowledge, and it'll just make you smarter in life. So
that's the best thing you can do for yourself, man.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love y'all.
So,
Intellectual dopes. Till next time, stay safe. Love y'all. Peace.